Hey all. Turn the music down a little bit. Okay, well, we just got passed for the lead a few laps ago. We have about a 30-lap car, which is great, because we started off with like a 5-lap car. Now we have a really good setup. I'm racing to try and fine-tune it. I'll give you the whole saga. Tried to maximize the new type of setup I've been running, and this is the kind of track I've been struggling at a lot. It's not really a flat track, but it's a short track that has flat track characteristics, even though it has banking. Yeah, there's some glitches, there's some weird stuff, and blah 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 blah. But it's a fast short track. That's not Bristol. Bristol has really good setup and non-translatable. But anyway, so I struggle with this track, and I got it set up that allowed me to run. Caution here, maybe. That's not good. Maybe top 5, but it was too top 3. But it was too tight. Because one of the things you struggle at, if you look at the tire wear, is right rear tire. Now you got to get it to turn because they're really tight turns, but you got to get that right rear lit, and you also want to be fast. So my goal for this setup is, instead of being like a 24.3 at the end of the run, to be a 24.0 or lower, preferably a 9 or an 8. And I believe the setup is capable of it, but I just haven't gotten the long run settings right. 24.1 is good with 22 laps of gas left. I also somehow picked up like 8 laps of fuel during this race. Not really sure how I did that. I'm holding back now so as not to wreck, but and so basically this is how I started the race with, on a full tank of gas, and I quickly started going backwards, and I've been adjusting ever since. We got 70, 80 laps to go. Coming up on pit stop, there's 127 laps total. Started off with 64 laps in the tank in the beginning of the race, and I ended up with 72 starting this stage. We've had a few cautions. I wouldn't say it was a caution-marred race, but we've had at least one caution each of the stages, which allowed me to win both stages, to have a really fast short-run car, and one of the stages they didn't pit, so it made it easy. You know, I didn't have to come back to 20th place, as you see on the replay. But you know, that also allowed me to learn a bunch. So essentially, what I've been doing is I've been adding tire pressure to the left side tires and the right front. I haven't touched. Well, I did a one touch, and it seemed to get a little bit too tight. I added a pound to both right side tires, but I brought up the left sides and right front, and I added another half pound to it, and it got really reliably fast for 30 laps. Well, more like 25 laps. And then it started falling off more than the AI guys. But unlike the beginning of the run, instead of being back to 10th or 15th by this point, I'm still running the top 5. Because I did pull out about 2 second, 2.2 second lead on the second place car before I started, you know, slowing down. But we need to go further. Now, you know, last night I was, a buddy of mine was out struggling with his car at Richmond. I was like, oh, how do I know if I'm going too far, or, you know, an adjustment or whatever? Well, it's very simple. You read the temps and the weather. That's why I keep them up. I have a crew chief, and I have a team of engineers, so I got to do it myself. So essentially, this setup is stupid loose after about 40 laps. It's slow loose up to about 30 laps, and then it just kind of starts falling off a cliff, and you know, hitting the gas full is like burning the right rear off. So at the moment, all I'm really trying to do, and I might shift it to fourth gear, is to get to the end of this fuel run on the right rear tire. With 12 laps to go and 21%. Yeah, I'm gonna do that now. It's also driving a little bit slower. I need to make it to about 65 laps. Started at 127, so where are we now? 74, okay, so 27 and 26 is 53. 10 laps. Oh man, I'm not even gonna make it. And I fixed this. I fixed this. I'm kind of confused why it's so loose now. Because it was doing everything I would want this setup to do down to the, you know, last lap of gas, speed wise, handling, tire wear, everything, until I hit that 25 lap mark, and it just started falling off the cliff. So I'm a bit confused. It's basically all on the right rear again. So I have to, the only thing I can do in race is I can, you know, just continue the type of adjustments I've been giving it. I'm running. The good thing is I'm in fourth gear, and I'm running what I ran in third gear in the older version of this setup. So that's good. But I'm 8th and a half a lap back, and I need to, you know, I don't have any goals to make. We hit our sponsorship goals. As you can see, there's no position goal up on the top right there, so I can lose the race terribly and it's not going to affect anything negatively, but we want to get better at Iowa, period. So I can solve this handling riddle, because essentially what I did was I made a half fuel run setup, which is terrible. It is faster than what I had the last half of the run, but it's not maneuverable, and it's basically just hanging on for dear life, and so badly that I had to shift into fourth gear. It just has no speed in third. Well, 68 laps, 5 laps. We're gonna get close. We're not there. See, if I let off the gas early, it's just going to wear the right rear more. I don't know. That's the game. That's what you got to deal with. Saving gas, but I don't need to really save it. I just got to get to 65 to go and adjust it, and I should be able to make it from there. 65 and 65 is 130. Technically, I'll have to go 3 laps faster, but I don't think that's very realistic. See, and they're not pitting yet, which bothers me. So I'm the first one to pit. That means I'll be on the oldest tires too. So the worst of everything is finish better than Teddy. 24.2 in fourth gear is not bad. It's still an increase, but this is ridiculous. 2 laps. Let's see where it turns over. turns over by the pits, we're okay. Turns over much before the pits, then we're screwed. We don't take this lap. Yeah. We'll try it. Really easy on the gas. Would have fit it. Okay, 63 laps. 62. And we got a lucky caution in lead with the majority of the field pitted. It's not going to really help us any. Because they're all going to get their lap back since I have to pit. Okay, so what are we doing here, man? So the left sides are really good, so it's really just this. We're already 7. It's 7. Let me just do that. I haven't done a wedge adjustment all day. Could have done some more, but it's the last run, and we need a predictable car at this point. So you got 72 laps of gas, 60 laps to go. I made it. Was it 127? 127 to go. Down to 62. So it's 38. 7 is 45 and 20. 65. Yep, so we're going to finish about 10. But we should make it to the end. I'm driving it a little differently. Starting out anyway. Leaning on the right front brake. And yeah, I know, I'm on the chip. Beginning of the run, I'm on the chip both ends. At the end of the run, if I can run hard, I haven't been able to run hard, I'm only on the chip. Down the front stretch a little bit. I'm not getting in on the gas as early as I want to, so I'm not running as fast as I would be. Yeah, I might be running 1s or 2s. 0, yeah, I hit a record earlier. I was going full out. I was a 2. In practicing, I got down to a 1 and then a 0, and then I got faster 0 during the race earlier. You know what's bothering me? Is that I tightened it up with the last run. It was running, it wasn't wearing the right rear as much as it is already now. These are mysteries that only Heat 5 knows as to why you loosen or tighten something up and it makes it worse. Another thing I do is I rarely hit the brakes here. For the most part, at short tracks in particular, I tend to harv it. You know, I have my brake bias set more towards the rear tires. So if I slam on the brakes, I'll be, whatever, burning the rear is, I don't want to do that. But I use it to get the nose pointed. If I'm in the turn, I get the steering wheel turned to the left. Like here, I was a little high, so I can just tap the brake and I can pull the nose around so I can get on the gas at that same point. Keep Bell behind me for another lap. See, Iowa is another one of those tracks. Kind of reminds me of Rockingham 1 and 2 over there, where it has a little bit of a late apex because of the tri-oval V-shape over, you know, the front. You get an angle in, right? So if you notice, the groove is not all the way down on the white line until you get to the late apex over there. Now, it's not a late apex turn, but it drives like a late apex turn because you're entering it from the V-shaped oval. And here too, I'm all the way down on the bottom, but the correct way is to be about a lane higher and also do that, you know, for overall speed. I missed it there. So too bad we had that caution though, thinking about it. I mean, yes and no, but if we didn't have that caution, all these guys might have had to pit like 3 laps before the end. Now we're all on the same page, and we're all 2-3 laps less of a run to the end, so. So there are 18 laps. Oh, he's a lap down. I was racing him before, huh? Yes, Cole Custer I'm racing. Cole Custer has a tendency to get fast during these races if he's not early on. I've noticed. Where I have been at this point in the run is if you look at Tyler Reddick, I've been able to gap the second place car to 1.7. But here's Cole Custer. I've raced Cole Custer, except a little bit early, and then I started falling back. He got passed by Christopher Bell. And then the guy that I've really been racing most of the night is Chase Briscoe. Chase Briscoe took over from Bell and passed him. But I guess the caution mixed things up. And if you look at Tyler Reddick, speed-wise, this is what I've been doing to most of the field. Unfortunately, here late in the third stage in the last run, where I have to save some tires, I can't run super full out. I'm not running slow, I'm just kind of easing my tires through the turns. It's allowed Cole Custer to catch me because he's picked up his pace. So when we get to about 25 laps, about another 5-6 laps, you probably see Tyler Reddick start to come back on me. If not, more power to me, but I'm expecting that. Oh, we have a caution and nobody's pitting. Well, you know what? Screw y'all. Are we bad? What's going on here? So we need that to be wear more. And this we need to wear less. This is 7. We'll just do that. Take that all down. Or we can 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do that. Now, why did I do that? Because I'm starting out with less pressure in all 4 tires, so they should fill up less. Because, you know, whatever you put in them is not what they stay at. They build pressure as they heat up. So you're basically just setting the starting pressures to get the end pressures where you want them. That's an important concept. because those tires will build. Like if you have a car that builds loose, you know, typically you put more air in the, it depends on where it's building loose, but it's like if it's off the turn and you put air in the right front. Because the air in the right front will start a little higher, so if you're starting off loose, that'll help you right away. And as the run goes on, the right tire will stay hotter than the right front, will stay hotter than the right rear, and should help your balance as the run goes on. So when you take pressure out of, because I've been adding pressure since the beginning of the race. I started with 14 on the left side, so 16 is full 2 pounds more. So now that we've gotten the balance closer, that last run, over 30 laps, 60 laps for the first time, kind of showed like, hey, you know what, it's building up too much. So let's see if we can't be smart and just lower that whole thing by a whole pound. And as I said, I started off, actually I think I started off 13. So we have room to move to fine tune this setup. That's why I said I think we're in the ballpark, and we just needed to race to fine tune it, figure out where it needs to be. Feels good. We're fast. We have 32 laps to go, so good chance we're not going to win this race unless we finally hit on a good enough tire strategy, or tire pressures, in-race adjustments to take us all the way in the lead. One of the biggest issues as the tires wear or I lose the lead is when we hit lap traffic. You need maneuverability to maintain speed and getting around lap traffic. And since I'm kind of like hanging on after 30 laps, that speed hasn't been there, so we've fallen further back. Still 3% loose wear. It's not loose, but it's wearing that way, so that might hurt me coming down to the end of the race. Yeah. Who's back on my ass? Just Briscoe. 98. So it's not handling bad, it's handling good. Speed is good, but we're heading back down the same roads. It's a little bit too loose. We'll start sliding around. Yep, 2 seconds. It's very drivable, I just gotta work at it. Alright, we'll return. Getting a little too loose in, which is something it doesn't do in practice, but it does it in the race. And if I knew I had to adjust for that, because it's mainly shock adjustments or something like that, or brake bias, it doesn't matter. They're out of race adjustments. You know, then I would adjust it, and when we get in the race, I don't have to worry about it. But not having a brake bias adjustment is one of the worst things in these series of games. Second with the track bar is you can do so much in race with just those 2 adjustments. if you don't have, 100% setup, you can get really close most of the time. So you could adjust yourself back into contention if you're falling out of it because of setup. And track bar is a a pit stop adjustment, but brake bias is an in-cockpit adjustment. See, if you look over by the speedometer, the first red switch to the left of it, that should be the brake bias. You twist it like a door handle. What I would do is I believe turn it to the right, put more brake pressure on the front, because I believe that's how it works. Mind me, last time I had the ability to adjust on this about 30 years ago. I think it goes to the right. Right is to the front, left is to the rear. Move it to the front a little bit. Don't need a whole lot, I probably have mine at 59 if I have it lower, whatever. But say it's at 59, then I would move it up to say like 64. If that didn't work, I move it up 68, 70. And I try it, but every turn I hit is an opportunity to see if it worked or not and fine tune it. So it's really, 2-3 lap deal. Oh, look at that. Look what's going on back there. I pulled out a bigger lead. Because they're having more trouble getting through traffic than I am, which is the first. See, when they're free, they pull me. Slide. Still not run and pull out. If I see I can really make it. Yeah, up it up a notch or two to get free of the traffic. See how it slides up? That's that right there. Look at that. 15 degrees hotter already. So we still have more adjustment. So we dial this thing in. Well, unless there's a caution, we're going to take what we can get and run with it. I'm patching it in. Not too bad. I don't think there's anybody between us. Unless that's a different orange car. If you notice, I use the light and dark part of the track to see where the nose is and if it's turned. So in turn 2, I can kind of hit the gas a little earlier and it helps turn the nose a little bit. But here, see, I'll wait until it starts moving to the left and then it's a timing thing. Picking about 10 or too slow. Okay. It's hard to tell in traffic. Every one of these guys, they can do whatever they want, but they're killing me when they take the line off. A little numb entering turn 1. Hurting the corner a bit. See, it's not tight, but the right rear is starting to not grip. So if I get on the gas too early, it's not pointing me, it's just kind of spinning a little bit and causing the rear end to break loose. So instead of pointing me left down the track, it's kind of sliding me both, you know, to the right, losing side bite. That's why I'm about a tenth slower there. Speed is still good, you know. Online speed is really good. Maneuverability is a little bad, and I don't want to be this slow. 23 is pretty sporty. See, if I'm out of the groove and it starts to slide on me, I can hit that wall and I can lose the lead very quickly. That's the handling part that I don't have and I leave here. See, I'm out of the groove, and when I hit the gas, instead of moving the front end to the left, it moves it to the right. That's it. Able to use the steering wheel to yank it. He's catching 8 laps, man. So it's starting to slide up. I'll hit the brake. Use it like until I brake. Or more accurately, traction control. He's right behind. Yeah. Just when the setup is at its weakest. See, it's sliding up into the turn, it's loose in, and it's keeping me out of the groove, so I can't get on the gas as fast. Wow, that was a lot of driving there. See, can't hold it down. Let me back off. If I can get past these two guys, won't go any faster. It's like a Daytona. I can hit it, but I won't. Perfect somewhere. Oop, see, I had to twist the wheel just a little bit to stay off of this guy behind me. Lost all that time. It just went away. 4 laps short. See if we can get a second home. Maybe get lucky with traffic. Oh, that was bad. Yeah, see, it's over rotating now. Look at that, 59.47. That sucks. Oh, wow. Yeah, see, there's that tight slide. And we made it better. It should be better, but it's just not. It doesn't always respond the way it should be. I mean, I'm stupid loose, and it shouldn't be this loose this much in the run. It's like the adjustment center did absolutely nothing. 2 laps. Third place, the yellow car right behind me. See, it slides up. It's like the car just moves out of the way for him. See, this is what I've been dealing with all race. I got it much better, but we still have a ways to go. I mean, look at that, man. 55 and 41. Third place. Oh, just like 5 laps we were leading. So, yeah, getting there. But that's just way too loose to run in a league race. But we're in the ballpark. We're in the right ballpark. Doing a ton of good. We just have to get that long run speed. You know, it's still that loose. When I was able to run my, you know, a clean line and let it drift up, I was still 24-0 there. So, and that was about, you know, 15 laps from a full run, but that's good. That's an improvement. I'll figure it out. Yep, so 60 lap stages. So this was the caution. They didn't pit. I have fresh tires. Yep. Hanging that. And just pulled away. It was only like 14 laps. So we got both stages. Caution, yep. So we have 2 cautions in the second stage, which also allow me to win the second stage, which, you know, I'm very grateful for. But I had to race my way, and I think it was a longer run to the end. You know, I don't think it was over 30 laps, so I was able to race my way up to the front and stay there, unless we had second caution. 96 to 120, so that's 25. Nah, so they were both basically short cautions, but they put both runs to the end of the stage within my setup's strength, you know, when it was faster than everybody else. So that's how I won that. 25, you know, under 25 laps. See, when it's handling good and it's fast, you know, you can do really cool things. But the long run, that's why I like the long races. The long run shows, you know, whatever weakness you have at the end of the run. See, here's the end of the race. Yeah, it was 200 laps. No. 267. I don't remember how many laps this race is. This is definitely the third stage. 250? Okay. 250 laps, maybe? So this is earlier on. Yeah, this is before that long run and caution. And I think this is when we had the long run, the caution. And I pitted. And then we had another caution, yep. And I believe this is the caution that set everybody to the same. I don't know, maybe we had another one. I don't remember how many laps the race is. 250? Is it 250 laps? Not here. Okay, so here. Okay, that was it. Yeah, so it was 250. And we got third. I hate when you don't win, it doesn't really let you know what's going on, like the race is over and stuff. But okay. Or if it did, I missed it. It's not obvious enough, but I'm slow sometimes. Yeah, so won everything except the race. But we managed to bring it home third, which is excellent. Got a ton of wins. We're killing it. Money's more important to get that last car. Not critical, but because We got, we have the capability. He's fast enough and winning enough that, we should be fine. But you never know. 230 grand is still 230 grand. We're almost 100 points ahead. Damn. 49 playoff points, 7 wins. Most important thing is we are getting faster at the tracks that we want to get faster at. And that's the whole purpose of this whole exercise and all the series and so on and so forth. Learning. Oh, it's very humid here today. Well, added about 1 point, 230 to the coffers, so 1.2. How do we do on the car? 79. Yeah, we had a couple dings. Nothing bad. See, okay, that was the last race. So we got our 25 grand, 2 top 10s here. We were conservative. So what do we got? Okay. Yeah, I don't remember touching Caesar. Oh, the beginning of the race. Yeah, I was loose from the get-go, 5 laps in, so. Yeah, got into green. Didn't wreck him or nothing. Just touched him. The turn. He was slow. Okay, so, oh, go. Excellent! Well, we're not running 110 laps at Sonoma. That's wrong anyway. It should be, about 3/4 of that, 70, 80 laps, something like that. But we'll run a 50 lap race because I hate Sonoma. I have a much better setup. I will work on the setup. I will do my best, but we'll see where I shake out in the AI scheme of things. Having it set on Legend, I have no idea. I usually go in there from practicing for a race and I see what my times are, like, okay, say if it's 132, that's where I'm at, 132 to 134, then I will lower the difficulty till I'm right about, it's never exact. I'm either a little faster or just a little slower, but somewhere in there, so, at least I'm running near the front, which is more like a league race, since you have, you got like 40 other guys on the track with you. If you're always mired back in the pack, that's not, a league race might be like that for a while, except for Daytona, Talladega, but it usually thins out, and even if you're running in the back of the pack, you usually run in single file for a lot of the race, so that's more realistic testing wise, so that's why I do that. Plus, it's more fun to have a chance to win, right? But I want to get faster, so I don't want to lower the difficulty unless I'm just going to be mired back in 20th place the whole race. But we will tackle that next time when we come back. Thank you for watching. Thank you for please like, share, subscribe, comment, ask me questions, anything, please. And we will see you next time.